Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another competitive battle video, and man, do we have a doozy for you today. As always, guys, we are going to be randomizing 6 rounds of starter Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet and selecting one of them to add to our team, which will then take online for 3 casual battles. But this time, we'll also be announcing a giveaway opportunity for all of you watching. Now, I'll explain a little bit more on the details of this giveaway very shortly, but for now, let's get into our first round of starters and see if we can get some wins today. All right, guys, round 1 of starters, and we have Volbeat, Lurantis, and Bulbasaur. Not exactly the most exciting trio in the world here. Normally I would pick Bulbasaur. I love Venusaur. It's obviously one of my favorite Pokemon. I think it's probably one of the best starters. It is so thick. It's awesome. But Lurantis, I believe, has Contrary, which is kind of a cool ability, and I've also never used a Lurantis. It's also a grass type. Obviously doesn't have the poison, but I feel like it could be a pretty cool offensive threat, maybe? I don't know. I've never tried it. So in the spirit of this video and what this series is about, I'm gonna give that one a shot. Let's see what it does. All right, guys, so we have got Fancy Pants here. This is definitely an interesting one. I didn't know what to really do with this one. I've never built a Lurantis before. I do like the nickname Fancy Pants, but other than that, I had no clue what to do with it. In doing a little bit of research, it looks like a lot of people build this defensively and then are able to buff with things like Leaf Storm and that Contrary ability. So that's kind of what we did here. I did give it a Terra of Flying because, as we'll see, a lot of our team is very weak to ground, and so that sort of gets us off of there, hopefully gets us a little bit out of range. We do have heavy duty boots on here as well with Synthesis, Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, and Pollen Puff, just to give us a little bit more type coverage. We are also pretty weak to dark, and so having that Pollen Puff, just a bug type move on there, is really, really helpful. It is a very defensive mon, a lot of HP, a lot of defense, and other than that, I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. This should be an interesting one. I'm hoping we get to use it in any of the battles. I think it could be a really fun one. All right, guys, next up, a pretty cool round, actually. We have Corphish, we have Pawmot, and we have Phoebus. Now, I actually love all 3 of these. Crawdaunt, really amazing. We actually had it in the last video, too, which is kind of cool. Pawmot's very unique, very interesting Pokemon. Definitely not something I use a lot, but I did use it in my playthrough of Scarlet, so, you know. And then, of course, Phoebus, Milotic, I should say, is a very strong one, very, very thick as well. I'm going to go Pawmot on this one. I don't know. It's a very unique one. I don't know if I want to use the Revival Blessing kind of mode yet, but I do really like this one. It's very unique. Fighting Electric as well. Very cool typing. We'll see how it does. It's a very cool one. So at the very least, it should be an interesting one to use. All right, guys, next up, we have Goku the Pawmot. Definitely, again, a very interesting one, very adamant, very focused on physical attack here. And so we have gone really fast, really physical attack, physically offensive with Double Shock, Close Combat, Crunch for a little bit of type coverage, and then Volt Switch, so we can Volt out if we need to. I realize that's a special move, and that's really not going to do any damage, but it does give us a nice switch priority if we need it. I went Life Orb with this to really tank, or excuse me, really do some major damage, and then Jolly to boost that speed just a little bit more to make sure it's outspeeding as much as possible. We've got Terra Electric on this just as hard as we can, hitting with that electric type move. I think is going to be the best thing for us. So didn't go over crazy with that. And then we do have Natural Cure on here as well, just so if we swap out, it hopefully is going to heal itself of any status that might come our way. But in general, this is just a really powerful mon. I'm really excited to use it. Didn't end up doing Revival Blessing, but I think that's fine. All right, guys, round 3, and we have got some killer ones on this one. We have got Superior, we have got Peturant, the poison guy, and then we have Trevenant, one of my favorite Pokemon, actually. I really like Trevenant. Ghost Grass, very cool typing. Superior, obviously an amazing starter as well. I'm gonna say, though, we already have a grass type on the team with Lurantis, and so I don't feel like I should double up on that. I think we go Peturant. I don't actually know what this thing does. It's very unique, very bulky, I think. I don't know. I've never used it. So this is going to be an interesting one. We'll see how it goes. I definitely like the poison typing, though. It definitely checks a lot of the fairies as well. So should be pretty good. All right, guys, 3rd round, we had Peturant. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm calling this one Marvin because it looks like Marvin the Martian when it's in its little ball, the little eyes and stuff. I think it's kind of cute. Poison Ghost type. I went Terra Dark as more of a defensive typing for us, but this is a very, very defensive mon in general. And so I threw the Rocky Helmet on there, gave it as much HP and as much defense as possible, and then boosted it up all the way to 233, which is insane. Gave it a moveset with Malignant Chain, Foul Play, Parting Shot, and Shadow Ball just for as much type coverage as possible. Definitely an interesting one. Again, I don't really know what to expect here. It should be able to just sit and tank some hits, but we'll see. I have no clue. I've never used this thing before, but I did have it, thankfully, so it was an easy one to build. I'm excited to use it. Round 4, guys, let's see what we get. Whoa, we have got Pupitar, otherwise Tyranitar. We have got Vivillon, and we have got Arcanine. 2 of these are really good. Vivillon, definitely not the pick here. I think it's very clearly between T-Tar and Arcanine. 2 of my favorites actually as well, and very, very strong Pokemon. I think to complement our already like existing grass type, I feel like a nice fire type would be really, really helpful. And that is just a really powerful mon. The Intimidate ability, it's got a really good attack stat. I think I'm going to go there. I also believe, I need to double check, but I believe I've already built one and it's shiny. I feel like that's a sign. I got to use it, right? I have to use it. All right, guys, I did have the shiny. We have got Aries here, the Arcanine. Absolutely love this thing. I did already build this one. This is, again, a very physically offensive threat. Very, very fast, very, very physical. Does a ton of damage. I banded this thing, gave it Intimidate. It's got Crunch, Flare Blitz, excuse me, Extreme Speed, and Play Rough for a little bit of type coverage. And then it's just Terrafire for that stab all the way. This thing should be able to just do tons and tons of damage to anything that it can hit. Obviously, it does. We've got a lot of weaknesses here, unfortunately, specifically to ground. And so this is really not the kind of Pokemon we want to have out for that, but we've got checks for that. We've got switches, we've got things like that. So we're probably going to have to hold off on terraing to see what kind of teams we're going to be up against, and like later in the matches do some terraing, but probably not going to go for it off the bat here, because again, if they have a ground type, if they have a rock type, if they've got a water type, like we just have to be super, super careful with this. But it's an incredible mon. This thing should do a ton of damage. All right, guys, last 2 rounds. Let's kick it off. We have got Lapras, we've got Tentacruel, and we've got Rillaboom. Really good round, actually. All around, pretty good. So Rillaboom, again, for the same reason I'm not going to pick it. We've already got a grass type. It's a very powerful one. It's definitely one I'd love to have over Lurantis, but definitely going to stick with what we've got. Tentacruel, also really good. It's water, but it also has that poison typing. However, we, again, already have a poison type on the team. So I kind of think I want to go Lapras here. It adds both water and ice type for us. Gonna check a couple of different things, and I believe it has water absorb, which, you know, isn't necessarily the craziest thing in the world, but it is an immunity, and any kind of immunity on the team is going to be super helpful. All right, we have got Tracy here for round 5. We've got special attack and defense kind of buffed here because this is a bit of a coverage mon. We've got Ice Beam, Alluring Voice, Water Pulse for some really good move coverage. We've also gone Resto Chesto on this, which is not normal for this kind of Pokemon, but I thought I'd give it a shot here. We've got decent special attack. We've already got some decent HP, and we built in defense here as best we could to really make sure we're covering ourselves there. I'm realizing at this point we've got a lot of very physically focused Pokemon, which is very interesting. But we did go Terra Water here, really to get rid of the ice weakness more than anything else, while still keeping Stab Water. That's about it. Now it does have Water Absorb, which is amazing, and we did go Modest to boost that special attack just a little bit more. But other than that, this is just a hopefully really powerful kind of tanky special attacker is my hope, and I really love this thing. Unfortunately, you'll see in game I couldn't nickname this one Tracy in game. Unfortunately, it was a trade Pokemon, so apologize for that, but we're going Tracy for this. All right, guys, last but not least, well maybe least, we have got Quillfish, we have got Gulpin, and we have got Skrelp. Tiny guys showing up. Love it. Honestly, Quillfish, it's not Hisuian Quillfish, so I can't get the fully evolved form. I don't think I can pick that then. Gulpin, really bad. I hate Swalot. It's so stupid. Dragalge is actually one of my favorites, though. I really do like it. It's a cool typing between Poison and Dragon. Obviously, we do have a Poison type on the team already, but we weren't going to be getting away from it regardless. But this is actually a cool one. I don't think it's very good. I'm just gonna be honest, but it is a cool looking Pokemon at the very least, and maybe we can do some like Toxic Spikes shenanigans or something along those lines. We'll see, but I think we're gonna give that one a shot. All right, guys, last but not least, we do have Dragalge. We've got Toxic here. This is actually one that I've used previously. Again, very physically defensive with a Terra Steel for even more defensive focused natures here. We've got leftovers on this, and we do have adaptability, which is going to boost up all of our stab moves. So we've got Draco Meteor, Sludge Bomb, Flip Turn for a little bit of switch if we need it, and then Toxic Spikes to hopefully get this out, hopefully early, and we can throw those Toxic Spikes out and really do some damage over the game, the course of the game. But this does, I mean, it's got decent HP, it's got decent defense. This doesn't feel like a bad mon at all. I kind of wish I had invested a little bit more in special defense, to be honest, just because we don't really have a good special defensive wall. But we're going all physical this time, apparently, guys. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, before we jump into the battles, let's talk giveaway. As some of you may know, I have put together a little website called Pokebuilds.com where you can go on, create your own Pokemon builds, including movesets, natures, held items, and more, and share them with the community. Pokebuilds also lets you create teams of Pokemon and will even give you some basic analysis to see where its strengths and weaknesses are before you take them into battle. I would love for everyone who's interested to click the link below and test drive the site, see what you like, how could it improve, but I'm not asking you to do it for free. To make this a little bit more fun, I am asking each and every one of you watching to build your favorite Pokemon, give them your favorite moves, and create them really however you'd like. Each week when I do one of these online battle videos, I will then select one of the public builds on the website to use on my competitive team. The user who created that Pokemon that gets chosen will actually receive a free Phantasmal Flames booster pack sent directly to them, no strings attached. Now, this is as a thank you for taking part in this, but it's also to encourage everybody to check out this website, see if you like it, and help me build it up to make it even better. I encourage everybody to check the link down below and get started building your favorite Pokemon to see if it gets chosen in the next video, but for now, let's jump into the battles. All right, guys, let's get started with round number one. I was actually just pulling up my notebook because I definitely forgot it. And let's see what we can do. This is an interesting team. I definitely think we probably need to bring Tracy. Let's see. We do have some interesting ones. I kind of want to try Fancy Pants. I know that's a little silly. Let's see. Maybe it's... This is not the best time for, well, it might be okay. It's not going to be good against Empoleon for sure. I definitely think Tracy has to be in. I'm going to go Toxic first so that I can get some Toxic Spikes up. Definitely bringing Tracy. And then, is Fancy Pants crazy? It probably is, but it does have the bug move for, we're gonna try it. We're just gonna see what happens. I have no clue, but we're gonna give this a shot, guys. Let's see if we can make it happen. I'm pretty curious. I mean, this is a pretty fun potential matchup. We'll see at least. I did not get my notebook up in time to get the full team, but we're going to give this a shot. A couple things again, guys, make sure you enter that giveaway, Pokebuilds.com. I do appreciate it. And again, you can win a free pack of cards. We're going to do it every week. It's going to be really, really fun. And hopefully we can feature some amazing builds from you guys. I think it'd be really sick to do that. Okay. Empoleon is up first. I think I do get the Toxic Spikes up. I'm not going to stress about it. Let's see. Empoleon. And it does have Stealth Rock. Okay, Toxic Spikes is up. I think now I just Flip Turn out. I'm trying to think what this thing can do to me. It probably could do quite a bit. I'm gonna Flip Turn though. Wow, okay, we outspeed. Interesting. All right. So now the question is, do we think it probably went for a Steel type move if I had to guess? We just have nothing for this, do we? I'm gonna try Fancy Pants here. We're gonna give it a shot. I don't know. I have no clue. This is gonna be an interesting battle. I love Fancy Pants, by the way. Oh, it roared us out. Wow. Okay, interesting. So they're just going to sit here and try and roar us out, potentially. That's actually really annoying. Okay, there is Tracy. That's a lot of damage. Wow. Okay. And you have leftovers, I presume. Yeah, okay. Well, this is going to be a really frustrating battle then, because we really don't have a lot we can do. Let's check. This confuses the target if stats have been boosted. Okay, I could try and freeze it. That doesn't seem worthwhile. I'm just going to go Ice Beam, I think. I predict that this is just going to keep roaring us out, so I have no expectation. If I can get a freeze, it'd be great. It's going to yawn us. That's actually kind of fine. They're trying to force us out, which is actually not a big deal. I really wish... What do I wish? We do have Chesto on here. I'm just going to go for another Ice Beam. If we can get a freeze, that's great. This is going to be a tough battle. This Empoleon is actually a big problem. I should have brought Goku. There's the roar. Kind of weird to yawn and then roar. That feels a little strange. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, Fancy Pants comes in. We do have the heavy duty boots on this, so that's actually fine. And now, I mean, now I think we just Leaf Storm. Yeah, it's gonna yawn us. That's annoying, not the end of the world. Really interesting moveset on this thing. Okay, so contrary boost is going to happen. Our special attack is going to go up, but tricky thing here because let's see, do we just try for it one more time? I think we do. If they go for roar, that's silly, but okay. Surf not going to do very much. I am just going to Leaf Storm here. This is going to get hopefully a good bit of damage off. Yeah, that's pretty good. So our special attack is ridiculous. I have to imagine they roar again now. I would expect, because we are asleep at this point, so now's kind of the best chance for them to do so, but I could be wrong. I truthfully don't know. I'm just going to go for a Synthesis here on the off chance. Oh, they withdraw. Oh, okay. Hydreigon. That's definitely scary. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think what the right move here is. I think I just go for Pollen Puff and hope it's going to U-turn out. That's fine. All right. This is so interesting. Okay, so it also did not get Toxic Spiked. Or whatever. So it is unfortunately not going to work there, but Landorus comes out. Okay. Intimidate. Our attack rose. I'll take it. We're still fast asleep. So on one hand, I feel like our team was kind of reasonably set up here. On the other hand, it definitely wasn't. I'm gonna Terra and I'm gonna Synthesis up here. If this thing goes for an EQ, this is a really cool play. This is why we went Terra Flying on this specifically for these ground types. And so this could get us out of range here. This is also our best bet because we do have the heavy duty boots on it, that it's not going to get just rocked by the Stealth Rock damage here. Do they all have dodging stuff? Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I'm hoping we can land the Synthesis. That would be really sick. We did wake up. Okay, fantastic. Let's get Synthesis off. That's really good. We needed that for sure. Get this thing healthy again. Almost all the way back up. That's huge. All right, now I'm going to Pollen Puff. So this has U-turn. Landorus. Wow. Also has U-turn. Does that knock it out? Yes, let's go. Okay. That was exactly why we did that. I feel like I'm learning a lot in this battle. We may not win, but I feel like I'm learning a lot and I appreciate that. Okay, that was awesome. That was really, really good. So I have no clue what this thing can actually do to me. Our attack is just going to go back up. On the off chance it's a U-turn mon, I'm gonna synthesis again, I think. It's rock tombing. Oh, all right. Well, you got me there. That's fine. That was really good on the opponent's side. That was a very solid play. Okay, so rock tomb. We're learning. Okay. So I can flip turn out here. Or I can just go here. I think I go toxic though. I'm really not sure, to be brutally honest, but I feel like this is just the best bet. The stones are gonna hit us, that's fine. Do I Draco just to get, no, I can't, right? It has to be flip turn. EQ, yeah. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's really gonna hurt. That is a fully bulky, I mean, I think this thing just outspeeds us, so I think we just lose. But you know, I'm gonna be honest. We got a kill on a Hydreigon, and our build worked out. That was exactly what we wanted to do. I think I just shouldn't have sacrificed the fancy pants there. I think that was the mistake. There's the Terra. All right, let's see what it is. I mean, we definitely lose, guys. I don't think there's a way we get out of this. But I'm glad we went for the Ice Beam on the off chance, but I can't imagine we get a win here. Yeah, Rock Tomb should take, oh, it doesn't take us out. But we do, I mean, we're not gonna deal super effective damage here. We would really need a freeze. A freeze would be so sick right now, please. No, all right. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, guys, I think that's going to be it. But you know what? Again, I feel like we did something today. We got a fancy pants kill. I am happy with that. That was pretty good, honestly. I wish it was a win, but I'm happy to see that battle go the way it did, to be honest. All right, we're going to jump into battle 2. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, here we are. This is the same person again. I promise. So one thing I did notice last time, guys, I actually messed up and did the literally said, hey, I'm gonna battle the same person again, and obviously that was a mistake, but this time I did not. I'm not quite sure what actually happened here, but we're here, and so we're gonna give it the best shot we can. We know that thing has Terra Water. What do we do then? I mean, they've got a very interesting team, I gotta be honest. Heavy Duty Boots is really good. I'm gonna try Marvin here. We're gonna see if we can do this. This is, I mean, again, I backed out and didn't just continue battling, so I'm a little curious as to what actually goes on here, but all good. We're gonna lead with Goku this time. We're gonna see if we can do a little volt switching action. Obviously really bad if Landorus T, or excuse me, Landorus is the lead here, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. I'm assuming, yeah, it's the Empoleon again. Okay, so same battle. So we are very much invested in speed. I think it's just double shock. But they very easily could go out into something different. I think with that in mind, I'm actually just gonna CC here. Yeah, there's the withdrawal. I think this is safer because Landorus is definitely a thing. Yeah, there we go. So at the very least, this is gonna maybe do a little damage. The Intimidate's gonna hit, that's fine. We do not have the ability to Volt Switch out now, which is obviously terrible. But we'll see what we can do. Rocky Helmets, yeah, that's very annoying. Okay. The Levitate is very annoying because the Toxic Spikes would be very, very good. I think I'm gonna try this. We'll see. I'm not really sure what the right play is. We're getting a second shot at the same person, and I'm probably not gonna win still, but I think that's okay. They know about Fancy Pants now, so that's a little bit, you know, meh. But this is a fairly safe option for us. Do we want to go Terra Dark? I don't think so. Do we want a Parting Shot? We could Parting Shot. This is tricky. I think I go Shadow Ball and just shoot for the damage here. I'm really glad I didn't do Terra Dark. Holy crap. And hopefully they don't have Hydreigon again. I think that's probably our worst option here. I didn't want to go for Malignant Chain in case they just go straight into Empoleon. So it was kind of a 50-50 shot. Maybe Parting Shot was better. Okay, no, I think we did the right call then. Still not going to do very much, I anticipate, but we might get a special defense drop at least. No? Okay, cool. Didn't want it anyway, of course. That would be ridiculous. All right, now I think I just Parting Shot. So that's going to lower the attack and special attack here. Oh, it's competitive. Oh, no. What does it have? Roar, Yawn, and Stealth Rock? Oh, that's so bad. All right, well, here we go. I feel like we just go in, like we're going to end up in the exact same place. So I'm going to go here. Fancy Pants. This just feels, this is going to be rough. Hopefully they, yeah, the Yawn is definitely the move. Okay. So annoying. All right. I'm curious as to what their last Pokemon is going to be. Is it just going to be the Hydreigon? I expect, like, I think they would swap into, I'm just going to Leaf Storm. It gets the contrary boost. No, they just stay in. Wow. Okay. I mean, their special attack is wicked high now, so I get it. This is going to raise ours as well, but that's not going to be great now that we're yawned. We need to burn sleep turns here, unfortunately, so I don't know that we can do much else other than just kind of hope. I don't feel good about this. I'm just going to go for the Synthesis. There's the Surf. Yep. They're definitely just going to try and take this thing out. This is where not having a special wall is like a bit of a problem, because we just don't have one at all. I don't want to, we might just have to let Fancy Pants go down, and that's terrible. I think we just go for it. Yeah. Oh, this hurts. This hurts so bad. I really wanted to try and get a win, and I just don't think it's going to happen. Here's the thing, guys. I need some coaching is I think the takeaway here. If anybody has somebody that they're like, hey, you should go talk to them, please tell me, because I absolutely would love that. All right, let's go here. Let's definitely not Parting Shot with Marvin here. That would be terrible. I mean, again, we kind of do a number on this thing unless they just randomly decide to stay in. I'm going to Crunch. I assumed they would swap, so I feel like Crunch is just the best bet. But we're not in good shape here regardless. So Intimidate happens. Yes, I know. All right. That's all we can do. There's the Rocky Helmet. God, that's so bad. Do they double out? That would be pretty cool. If they double out, I'm going to really wish, I don't think they do, but that would be really sick if they did. That'd be a pretty cool play. I'm not going to lie. I don't think they will here, but that would have been really sick. Look at Marvin. Yeah, we're just getting wrecked here, guys. There's the EQ. I assume does a lot. Yeah. Man. We just got nothing. Yeah, I mean, we just have to Shadow Ball here. I don't think there's anything we can do. Dang. This hurts. This really hurts. Dang. All right. Hopefully we can face somebody different in round 3. That would be really good. I don't know why this keeps happening, because again, the first video was actually just a mistake on my end, but this time around, I don't know what's causing that, but that's cool. Here's what it is. Very near getting enough damage on this, but EQ is just going to take us out here. And then, of course, we'll head into battle 3 and see maybe we can do a little bit better there. Hopefully, like I said, it's a different team. Fancy Pants, though, MVP of that first run. That was pretty sick. Let's see if we can get a different option here. But 2 losses. Fingers crossed. All right, guys, we have got an actual different team this time, which is excellent. This is going to be so bad. Spectreer, Screamtail. Oh, jeez, this is so bad. Jirachi, Latias, Gardevoir, and Espeon. Very psychic-ish team. I think what we're going to want to do here... This is interesting. So we do kind of need, let's do you. Are you good? You're good against specifically Jirachi. You do have some really good moves here too. Maybe we do take Arcanine. I haven't used Aries yet and I really want to. And then Marvin for the Terra Dark might be kind of nice. I'm not sure. Also, guys, just as a heads up again, I'm using Pokebuilds.com here to kind of keep an eye on my team. I've got a second screen up here and it's kind of just the team layout. So I just get to see everything that I have without having to go into menus and stuff, which is helpful. It does even show like EV spreads and stuff while you're doing that, which is pretty cool. Ooh, very cool. Shiny Latias. I like that. It's really cool. All right. Is it crazy to just turn 1 Terra here? Just to get Terra Steel? Is that dumb? That might be really dumb. It's a very defensive move here. I'm doing it, man. We're sending. We're gonna full send here and just see what happens. This is a terrible idea, by the way. Should never have done this. Absolutely should not have done this. Okay. Trace is getting adaptability. Yeah. All right. So we know Latias and Gardevoir. Just gonna get Toxic Spikes up here. May not be the most helpful thing, but we'll give it a shot and then see how it goes. The defensive Terra. All right. I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb. I'm not gonna overthink this. It gets the... Ooh, okay. Hypnosis. Toxic is fast asleep. I sure am. What do I do? I think I just burned sleep. Can this thing actually do much to me? I mean, Terra Steel is like pretty solid here. All right, well, this could be terrible. Dragalge though, okay, fair enough. Yeah, checking it. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Mystical Fire. Yeah, that's probably enough, right? Yeah. I mean, good news, bad news there. Dragalge really wasn't gonna do too much for us later on anyway, I don't think, but that was pretty devastating. Okay. This is gonna be so good. I think I just go here. Kind of doubling up on the poisons here, but I think that's fine. I'm gonna go Malignant Chain. Please miss. Thank goodness. Holy crap. Oh no, what do you have? Blunder Policy. Okay, well, this thing is a menace now. Critical hit. I mean, I'll take it. I think I just Malignant Chain again. Please miss. The misses. The Hypnosis misses. Let's go. Get another crit, please. Or poison. Do anything. Yes! Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. And it's confused. That's, I mean, I will absolutely take that. Okay. What are we most worried about? I am going to Shadow Ball now. On the off chance they did some swapping shenanigans, it's confused. Please just hit yourself, please. come on, guys. I need something here. Okay, Gardevoir and their Terra is gone. I will take the small wins, guys. Come on, that's like 2 Pokemon that we've killed this entire game. All right, sick. We did it. The Sinnoh champion. Oh, that's cool. Jirachi. Okay. Super effective Shadow Ball is interesting. I think I'd Parting Shot here, though. It's gonna T-Wave. Should have just... no, I feel like that was still the correct play. Parting Shot. Just on the off chance it's trying to do anything. The attack fell, special attack fell. I will take it. Let's go into, because the nice thing about this is, I don't think it really applies to this Pokemon specifically. But like there's a world where if we were against a physical attacker, using Parting Shot and then swapping here into Aries just gets a double attack drop, which is huge. And I mean, here we just Flare Blitz all day. They're going into Latios here. Maybe we should have crunched. Probably would have been better. We are choiced now as well, which is not great. But we'll do what we can do. It still does kind of a chunk. It's not perfect, but oh, and we get the burn. Let's go. Toxic Spikes is proving to be completely useless near every fashion. Wow. Did you have the berry? Oh, it raised defense. Okay, interesting. I think I just swap here. Do I just swap? No, probably not actually, because that could do some major damage to us. Maybe I do. I think I do. Marvin's probably less helpful for us at this stage. Jirachi is that last Pokemon. I need to write that down. I mean, look, guys. We got 1 KO. I'll take it. It's gonna come. Okay. Fair enough. This is really bad for us. Burn, gonna do a little bit of damage. I have to imagine this has Wish or something along those lines. We just Shadow Ball every single day. I don't think there's a reason not to. This should take us out. What this does, though, is reset our choice. And we know that we can just go for like a crunch and do kind of a lot of damage here. Or Play Rough. Is Play Rough better? No, because of the... Yeah, that's not better. Okay. I do love Aries, guys. I'm not going to lie. Aries is really cool. Yeah, I just crunch and hope for the best. It's going to recover. Fully expected that. That's fine. See how much crunch does. A lot. But it does outspeed us. They could try and just recover stall, I guess, here. I'm not really sure. I mean, we just click crunch. We're stuck. We can do nothing else. So, like, this is it. If they knock us out, they knock us out. Let's see how much crunch does. Is it enough? I don't think so. The burn. Gonna do a chunk. All right, well. I don't think it's happening, guys. This should take us out, I assume. Yeah. Dang, dude. Ugh, I need a coach. If anybody has a recommendation, please let me know. I would love to contact them. But you know what, guys? This was still a fun team. Fancy Pants was different. I really liked using Fancy Pants. Aries was awesome because I just love, Shiny Arcanine is really cool. And using Marvin, the Petrarant, was different. I had never used it before. So I definitely think we could have built the team better. We needed a specially defensive threat. And really especially offensive threat as well. Fancy Pants was, but it was kind of a setup, So anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you check out Pokebuilds.com and build some Pokemon. Enter that giveaway. It's going to be a free booster pack to one lucky person every single week. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here and watching these videos. This is a blast. Hopefully we can keep it up. And I will see you guys next Friday in another Then We Fight video. Thanks.